After crossing Gibraltar Straits, we headed for Cadiz Bay, where we dropped anchor for the night. Hey babe, how are you feeling today? Are you tired? Did you have a good night rest?
Feeling good.
Yeah?
Slept all night in the cockpit. It's
and
nice.
why?
Nice and warm. Because I was worried that we will drag in this anchorage. It was a lot of swell.
I guess this is our first time we're anchoring, just the two of us and on this boat. And yeah, we wanted to make sure that she's holding well. So before we go, we're gonna have some scrambled eggs. And for lunch we got leftover from yesterday, from last night's dinner. So we're probably gonna reheat that. Although I was hoping that Ziggy is gonna catch some fish, so we will have that for dinner. He tried, but no luck. I try not to stay too much down below and cook on the first couple of days of the passage. I always feel terrible. I do get seasick quite severely. Even though I put a patch on before we left, still I was feeling a bit queasy at some point when the sea got a bit rough. I think I'm getting used to it now, slowly. We plot a course across the Gulf of Cadiz towards Vilamoura in Portugal. Based on information in the pilot book, it is a very modern marina with lots of berths and luxurious yachts, and miles of uninterrupted beaches with golden sands just a short walk away. We got the main up while still in the anchorage.
Okay.
With gentle breeze and squall doing average speed of 4.5 knots, we were tacking out of the bay. The following morning, it was time to take down the Spanish flag. We were in Portuguese waters. With good wind, we were making very good progress, until 6 p.m. that day when we docked in Vilamoura. After a restful night, it was time to stretch our legs and feel that golden sand beneath our own feet. In the old town, there is a fishing port with adjacent Mercado de Peixe, or fish market. Unfortunately, we got there too late. So today we are exploring Vilamoura town. We kind of ventured a little bit further into town. We passed the fish harbour, where right next to it there is a market selling fresh fish. And all around it you can see restaurants with local food and freshly grilled fish, isn't it? Also, the prices are very different. It's almost half of what you would pay in the marina. There's lots of local people around here, so it's not surprising. I think we like it here a little bit more, isn't it? We carried on walking along the beach. In search for some shade, we got to the top of those cliffs, where locals gather. They do barbecues and enjoy a little party here. On our way back to the marina, we found a little market with Portuguese music and lots of food stalls.
What you going to have?
Waffles with strawberries and Nutella. You can't beat that. Yeah. We had to visit that fish market before we left, so we had an early start. This really nice chap mentioned and showed us pretty much every single fish he had caught, telling us its name, etc.
Yes, the red snapper.
Red snapper.
Tastes good. Very good. Special. Anchovy.
Anchovy?
Anchovy.
Massive anchovy.
Yes, good.
I thought
Yes.
anchovies are that small.
Famille. Mackerel, anchovy, famille. Famille.
Amazing. 8
kilograms. No ice. Fresh. Yeah. Sagres.
Sagres.
Yeah. Good.
Obrigada. So we got half a kilo of tuna steak. Good.
Delicious.
Melt in the mouth. We just said goodbye to Vilamoura and we're heading to Lagos. We've got wind on the nose, so we're motoring for now, but that should change in a minute so we can sail. So fingers crossed. So we thought we would take this opportunity to hug the coast a little bit and admire the beautiful Algarve coast. It's absolutely magnificent. 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 What do you say? It's absolutely stunning. Got a bit of rain ahead of us. But with rain, luckily came some wind. It stopped raining and we're moving at 2.5 knots, but it's actually quite good because Ziggy is trying to fish. And it's a good speed to fish. At last we were in luck. Ta, poczekaj. Ha?
Jest taka mała makrela.
Tak? Yay! Although it was just a tiny mackerel, the satisfaction of catching a first fish was huge. Yeah. Another one? Mackerel?
Another mackerel.
Oh my god! I'm kind of relieved we won't have to share that one little fish. Oh, we got one each.
Yep.
Looks delicious. Thank you, chef. We reached Lagos before the sunset. We anchored just in front of the beach with a view of the city in Ponte de Piedade. In the morning we made our way to the marina.
Metry. Dwa, Tora, odchodź. Trzymaj równo teraz. Zwalniaj.
No, schodzisz? Jeszcze na wstecznym delikatnie. Okej, na luzie. Once we did our check-in with the marina, we called on the VHF and request the bridge to be open. We had booked a kayaking trip to explore the caves and rocky formations that Algarve coast is so famous for. They said put the lazy one on the front and the strong one at the back. The following day we were ready to head towards our next destination, Sagres, just a few hours away along the coast. We leave the berth and we are keeping squall stand still until we see the bridge starting to lift. Thank you for being here with us on this fantastic journey. We hope you like our videos, and if you do, please give us a thumbs up.